kind of guessed it was just like, boof. I'm like,
Oh, right.
maybe
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what it is.
yeah.
And then I kept showing up, and then Daryl stopped coming to Wednesday night fights. So I think that's how I
Okay.
inherited
Okay.
these things.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So, I mean, for the players out there who do use Zangief, like, what kind of advice would you give them, like, to try? Because I mean, I know, like I said, some people do think Zangief is very strong,
Mhm.
right? But obviously, there's a lot of people out there who probably still think that the character kind of struggles a little bit. So, for all the Zangief players out there, all the burgeoning Zangief players who look to you as their one Lord and Savior here of Zangief players, what kind of advice would you give to them for Zangief?
Zangief, you have to take the game really slow. Unless you know they don't know the matchup, you have to take it slow and pick him apart piece by piece. So you have to kind of walk them slowly into the corner with jab. His jab is really good. So
Mhm.
use jab and jab and jab and wait for them to make a mistake. And hopefully, once you corner them, they make a mistake. And that's how you get in. Once you get in, you kind of get them into the scramble. And Zangief doesn't really have too many opportunities to do a scramble like other
Right.
characters.
Mhm.
So you have to take the advantage of what you have by pressuring them into making a mistake.
Right. And I guess I just have one last question. I just kind of want to talk about Itazan a little bit. What do you think it is about Itazan's play that makes him such an exceptional Zangief player that almost kind of propels that character to a level that is probably beyond what he should be?
His neutral is very good. He knows exactly what buttons can do what. I see him using more normals than I would normally use, so I need to learn what he's seeing that I don't see.
Okay.
And he also adapts very fast. So
Okay.
these are the two key elements that I think allows Zangief
Okay.
need to understand in order to play at his level.
Okay. And are you ready for BushinStyle and Floe here today? Are you excited?
I'm excited. I don't know about ready.
All right. Well, hey, let's swing it over to Tasty Steve, and he's going to be talking to Mr. BushinStyle.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I, of course, am Tasty Steve, but I'm here with none other, the style that just defies everything else. Bushin style. How are you doing, sir? Oh, before we go in, we have a very special way of greeting each other. Ever since I've become a fan of Bushin style, no matter where I see him, no matter where we are, how do we greet each other?
We just walk up.
That's how we meet each other. Just so if you see him, make sure you give him the Bushin style. Either way, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty good.
Okay, so first off, tell us a little bit about yourself. You originally started playing Guy in Street Fighter 4. Why switch to Rashid in Street Fighter 5?
Originally, I was trying to find a character that was close to Guy. And Rashid he had the runs, he had the pressure, the frame traps. And on top of that, my last name happened to be Rashid. So I was just like, you know what? Why not? Let's give it a whirl.
So you have a connection with the character.
Correct.
All right, all right. Well, let's talk about your performances as recently at Wednesday Night Fights. You've been doing a great job of actually stepping up your gameplay and making waves at Wednesday Night Fights. Can you give us a little insight on what's propelled you to this new level of Bushin style?
It's just I've been grinding a lot of matchups online, and then plus the players at Wednesday Night Fights, they give you really strong competition, right? And it gives you time to adapt, gives you time to learn from your losses. You lose, you learn, right? And if you win, it's because your results, right? Like from the losses. So I just took it one game at a time.
Is there any who would you say is one of the hardest matchups for Rashid? I mean, we talk about it all the time. This is season 2. Change-wise, who do you feel is one of the hardest matchups for Rashid? Because I feel like it's pretty good now.
Rashid, for the most part, like a lot of his matches are like 5-5 or maybe slightly him or slightly someone else. But if I had to choose maybe 2 characters, I would say Cammy and Guile give him the most trouble.
Do you feel like this season he's a lot better? Do you feel like he can deal with these top tiers a little more that you would consider top tier, say like a Guile or a Cammy or a Urian?
I feel like if the Rashid's smart and knows what to look for, he can deal with any matchup. But it's just a matter of how hard the matchup is and how much more you got to grind to win that matchup. Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, we're here. You're participating in a round robin with Floe as well as Stupendous. How do you feel about playing first to 10? Because I honestly have never seen you play a set longer than maybe a first to 3 with somebody. But this is a round robin. How comfortable do you feel playing Zangief versus Rashid?
Matchup-wise, I've been grinding the matchup quite a while with Stupendous at Wednesday Night Fights and other Geeks, Corey Bell, some Geeks online. And I feel pretty comfortable in the neutral because that's pretty much the game I have to play. I mean, it's no secret, like you have to keep Geef out, right? you don't want to get boofed or treed, right? Right.
Nobody wants to become a tree. Let's be real here.
Yeah. I mean, and I mean, so far, like, I think the matchup's pretty even overall, just because Rashid, he can keep him out, and then but Geef, if he gets in, it's like you got to sit there and guess, and sometimes you get nervous. He might do a DP or something, right? And then he just blocks it, and there goes your whole life.
So I take it, if you've been playing a lot with Stupendous, do you feel like you would be able to win a first to 10? Now, just being 100% honest, I mean, think about it. Stupendous is a really good Geef player, and if you've been practicing with him, you should be a little more versed in it. Do you feel like this is going to help you out? The practice that you've had against him will help in this situation?
I think it will. It's going to prove a lot to me as a player to see if I can adapt in longer sets. And so at the worst, I mean, that's going to happen is I'm going to learn a lot from this. But in a long set, I think I'll do fine, though. Like, I've been known to adapt in longer sets online, though. So this is the first time I'm doing it offline.
That's the BushinStyle, though. That's where BushinStyle is born. The random BSOs out of nowhere, that's how you control. That's the essence. Either way, you are a streamer, sir. Where can we find you?
Twitch.tv/BushinStyle and then the number 6. And my Twitter also, if you want to, just say what's up or you need help in a matchup, if I can help you or any assistance, it's same thing, BushinStyle6.
So is one of your emotes the BushinStyle hands yet?
Not yet. I guess the stream monsters need to work on that one.
I'm going to steal your emote. It's going to be on my... Well, what we're going to do now is we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to get this first to 10 underway for you guys here at ESL King of the Hill. Stay tuned.
Sorry to keep you waiting, but here we're back at ESL's King of the Hill. We're going to be starting our round robin first to 10s between 3 awesome players here
True.
from California.
So we did get to talk with him a little bit. BushinStyle has definitely been up in his play at Wednesday Night Fights, making top 3s, making top 8s. He's one of those players we've definitely seen come up a long way. But Stupendous, of course, the Zangief, I feel, of SoCal at this point, and one of the better Zangiefs to watch. I want to see how this plays out, especially in the first to 10.
Yeah, I mean, I like how you were like, hey, do you think you could beat Stu? And like Stu is just sitting right here, and like BushinStyle's like, I think it's kind of good, Yeah. But again, it's going to be an exciting match. And again, the third player that we have over here is, of course, Floe as well. So he will be playing against all these guys later on as well. So again, a different little format here in case you guys just tuned in. We don't have the standard first to 10 and then the King match. We're just doing a round robin between these players right now.
Yeah, we'll be keeping track of the score, of course. We do have our famous whiteboard is back. I don't know if we're going to show it on camera just yet.
Oh, dude,
but we definitely have. We got.
I didn't even notice.
It's upgraded, actually.
I didn't even notice that until just now.
But like I said, we're gonna have a very thorough match. I want to see how Stupendous, like you said, he implies a lot of tech on his stream,
right,
where we can see a lot of the things that he adapts to, how he learns, and I feel like that really helps out when it comes to playing games.
Yep.
And of course, we got this lovely new head-to-head setup. I actually prefer this setup, and I feel like a lot of the players do too. But I just want to see what adaptations happens in between these rounds. Like we said, BushinStyle says he doesn't get to play these kind of matches where he plays first to 10. So I would love to see firsthand how he adapts.
Yeah, and it's really interesting too because this matchup was one that on paper it feels like Rashid should do really well against Zangief. He's got that tornado that kind of covers the front and the sky a little bit. But I swear I remember hearing something like Vi talk about how that Zangief can actually do well against Rashid. But I asked Stu about it, and he said it's probably about like an even match. I asked him before we started the stream here. So I think right now it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. I really am curious to see in a first to 10 how these guys are going to handle each other. Of course, Stu has been on here before, and this is Bushin's first time.
Well, with that being said, let's go ahead and get these matches underway. See if we can get one of these first to 10s done. I want to see if we can get the first to 10 board so these guys can see the upgraded first to 10 board.
We'll have to wheel that in later on. But here you can hear the players selecting their characters, and Stupendous, of course, going with his awesome Zangief outfit. Oh, shaking hands.
Oh, that's so nice.
I could have did that while they were on camera. But, they didn't want to give the illusion that they were friends or anything like that. So
Oh wow, we got the slew of color choices here.
I like it. I like all the blue here. I like all the blue that we're seeing.
And he's rocking the Evo color too, so I like it.
Oh yeah, you're right.
All right, so let's see how this matchup plays out.
Yeah, it's interesting because Rashid really does want to get in Zangief's face, but once Zangief builds up the critical art, things like the spinning mixer, like that used to be safe on block, is now no longer safe. So it's something that he has to be considerate of. But Stupendous is starting right away with a jump and goes right into the lariat combo. Right. Oh,
nice SPD starting off. Let's see what he does for wake up. Nice dash up. I like the patience right there by Stupendous. And an early V trigger. All right, he's going to get it powered up. Oh, follow-up. Nice, going right for that overhead. And using it again for the empty jump low.
Yeah, that was beautiful stuff. Now here's that pressure, but
nice.
Stu was ready for it. Gets the lariat.
Oh, wow. This dude just bit a tornado. That's crazy. Look at he just eating it, man. That's crazy.
You could build a little extra super meter from doing that, too, which is the nice thing about headbutting those tornadoes like that. But once again, here comes BushinStyle. Has him in the corner, mix-up time. Wow, just a raw lariat like that to beat out a poke?
And another trigger. Oh, my God, no follow-up. Using it to get the jump. Puts him out of the corner. Gets that powered-up jump and crush counter standing fierce right there.
Bam, right to the face.
Boom, right in the kisser. All right, here we go. First round already done. I like this pacing right now. BushinStyle saying that it's not working out too easy just to go in. You gotta wait, like he said before in the interview.
One of the cool things about that first round though was it felt like we saw what both players wanted to do. Stu was able to just slowly take away that life, but then BushinStyle got the rush down a couple of times. So the thing about Zangief in this game is like a lot of times like in Street Fighter 4, it's really scary to be aggressive against him. But in Street Fighter 5, he has a lot of the same weaknesses that everybody else does. So it's actually better to pressure him on his wake up.
Oh, wow. Nice SPD, and it hits so far away. Nice. Nice jump out right there.
Yeah, just get out of that situation. But that's why you see every once in a while Zangief will throw out that standing roundhouse or they'll throw out that headbutt because they're trying to catch people just leaving the floor. But see here, this is what I mean.
And BushinStyle acted so brave. Walk up throw on Zangief with at least one bar is not something you want to do. Trigger is available. Let's see their activation.
He's gonna go for the meaty.
Oh,
can't. Oh, and then yeah, see right there. The reason why he did that is because in the meaty situation there, he's gonna be plus just a little bit. And Bushin knew that, so he's like, you know what? I can't just jab him out of the level 1 suction. So I've got to backdash. I've got to jump away. I got to do something. And Stu had a headbutt all there, ready to meet him.
All right, nice mixer to start off. Nice fishing for a hit, trying to make Zangief go for a throw in that instance. Stupendous doesn't take the bait. They go back to that neutral.
Yeah, that's the scary thing is Rashid definitely wants to be able to get some play by running in from the front. But then you'll run into a headbutt, you'll run into SPs, all sorts of problems. Okay,
nice.
Here we go, big
Finds a hit.
Yeah, big combo. Oh, goes for a reset.
Nice fishing right there. You see Stupendous not taking the bait. There's a back throw. Gets him out of the corner. Wake up buttons from BushinStyle. It goes right back into pressure. Oh my God.
Not enough armor there.
Oh, that's going to hit.
Yeah, it's going to hit once. Oh, it kept hitting. Oh,
What the?
that was sick.
Yo, did you see him ride the top of the tornado? Did you see Stupendous, like, reel back? Like, what the? I actually haven't seen him shoot out of the corner like that. That was really weird.
He was defying gravity everywhere, just flying around. There was no laws of physics here.
Nice neutral jump right there. Oh, off the wall. The backboard.
Almost stunned now, and Zangief, of course, high stun. One more mix-up would be able to do it. There it is, the overhead. Great start here for round 2. But of course, Stupendous now sitting on full meter. Oh, there's the #1 read. Okay, first read. What's the second read? Oh, he went for a delay.
Back throw?
He really thought BushinStyle was probably going to wake up with an EX spinning mixer.
Oh, wow. Did he do something? Oh, wow. Caught you peeking. Look at him dance. Where's his legs go? It's like Sonic. This is crazy. All right, here we go.
I love that option for BushinStyle, though, because they're really, I don't think there was anything. Well, look, if Stupendous had been ready for it, like, I don't even know if a lariat would work, because I don't believe the tornado acts like a traditional projectile. Like, if it does, then Zangief could just lariat through that whole thing and just kind of mock it, but I don't think that works in Season 2. I think they changed that. I'd have to make absolute sure.
Yeah, and on top of that, he goes a little further, so even if he stood there and he waited a second, he'd probably still eat the end of that recovery of the super, the critical art. Oh, wow.
I'm going to headbutt your leg.
Oh, wow, nice jump over. Makes it over the tornado.
Still in range for that lariat. Beautifully nice lariat buff in Season 2. Reaches so much further now, especially when canceled off the light kick.
And using this V trigger just to start offensive pressure, I like by BushinStyle. It is again. And you see BushinStyle constantly going to that jab and then walk back fierce just to see if he's going to hit a button. BushinStyle not taking a bait in a lot of instances. Nice back throw to get started. And he's really close to taking this round.
Once again, just using that tornado to get out of the corner and start some offense. A little too far, but still gets the throw. Here we go. Runs right back in for the pressure on that crouching heavy punch. But Stupendous so far has been having a great read on the tornado timings.
Yeah, he has, actually. All right, here we go. And I'm telling you, the patience right now is definitely in favor of BushinStyle. Nice mixer again. Nice tech on the throw. And you see Stupendous a little weary of going in only because he does not want to get clipped. But there's that EX SPD. Dash up, reset again.
He goes for reset, yeah.
Wake up. Oh, nice backdash right there on that headbutt.
Yeah, headbutt just didn't quite reach far. Whoa, it looked like he froze in the air.
Yeah, stopping his momentum using that V trigger is something you got to get used to seeing and like adapting to. But it doesn't matter right now. Stupendous has a nice life lead. Gonna go up 2-1 versus Mr. Stupendous.
And I really do like the regular throw attempts. You know, you've probably heard me say this a lot, but the main reason you do that is because if the opponent does think you're going to throw and tries to jump away, the delay on a regular throw is like 1/3, 1/4 the length of whipping a command throw, so you can recover in time. In fact, you probably saw this at final round when Itazan did this against Phenom, had the whiff throw OS into the air SPD. So far,
nice SPD again.
So far, I feel like one of the key things is that BushinStyle has not been able to keep Stupendous out with the tornado zoning.
Oh, wow, he just tried to spin mixer and got grabbed. Nice neutral jump again. I like the fact that he did it in the same place. Didn't jump forward. Looks like Stupendous was waiting on it. To open it again. Nice.
Oh, no, drops his combo.
Oh, nice. Gets hit by the flip. Nice reaction there by BushinStyle to neutral jump to get out of that running bear grab.
Setup stays in the front, looked like a cross up. Keeps him in the corner. He's the counter hit on that. So
look at that stun
damage. Not quite enough for a stun. So he's gonna be reversal and try.
Oh, why would you do that? I hope you're jumping. No, you're dead, son. Wow. Oh, I thought he was gonna neutral jump for sure.
Dude, I'll tell you right now.
I was holding up in my mind. Like, I was actually holding up in my mind.
But shout outs to Stupendous with the clutch to even pull that out in that situation. That was a pretty scrambly situation. And to have the 720 all buffered and ready to go right after that jump attack, great stuff, great stuff.
And we see BushinStyle doing a really good job so far. It's just Stupendous is able to close out these sets a little cleaner. Nice crush counter fierce. Oh my God, look at that damage.
Yeah, but remember, after jab, after light punch SPD, you just don't get as much pressure. Beautiful stuff to Stupendous to walk up to block the tornado as much as possible, just to kind of try to
get
take
it out of there
play.
sooner. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And we see like the BushinStyle is using it just to keep that offense going.
Oh, nice. Okay,
Nice
okay. Gets him in the corner for the throw. Here's this pressure, and it is a
Oh.
cross-up. No
Oh,
quick
quick
rise.
rise.
Yeah. And he got him. He got him. He got him, and that's going to be within range. Yeah, I mean, within life for the death on the EX SPD.
And you have to be careful, especially at that range. It's something you have to keep. You can't go in that range and try to throw one projectiles or two. Just try to keep pressure going. Because if he cancels into trigger, you're going to be in trouble. That's something you always have to keep track of.
Round 1.
All right, here we go.
Fight.
5th game. And you see Stupendous just controlling way too much of this control.
Yeah. Just like I said, the other crazy part about it is, I had mentioned earlier on that Rashid's Tornado might be really good at zoning Zangief out and like controlling the sky, but Stupendous has managed to jump over and punish so many times, which to me kind of shows that the Bushin style is the rush down style.
Oh, nice. Finally gets him with that shimmy right there in that round. We've seen BushinStyle take rounds and get really close to stun, but it just never seems to be able to close it out. Nice roundhouse right there.
Pressure,
nice
but he's just gonna-
interruption.
And Stupendous has done this a lot. He's gone for the check, like he'll jab check you when he runs in and then go for the SPD, because most of the time you get checked, you're like, ooh, my offense got stopped, and you're not thinking about the SPD to jump away. Same kind of situation again. It's kind of a little bit of a jab check, gets a meaty, and that's gonna be able to combo and get the full level 3, and he's not even gonna need the end of that to be able to take any more.
Round 2. Fight.
And that V-trigger was just enough to kill by itself, raw.
I like that crouching jab to check, because even if it hits, it kind of gives you like a warning, like, oh, he's in range to get hit by my SPD now if he runs forward, especially if it's an EX, so you definitely have to be careful.
Yeah, people often
Nice
don't
jump again.
realize how important it is to.
Oh, wow, that
from
was
the
kinda
front. Yeah, okay, good stuff. Good stuff right there on that mix-up. Not going to spend any meter, though. He wants to keep it up and tries to go for more cross-up. That jump attack wasn't even a cross-up. I did not see a cross-up come out, and I believe Stu just walked into it, and somehow he still fell on the backside.
So right now, Stupendous and BushinStyle, 1 round apiece. And you're saying BushinStyle trying to close this out, but Stupendous he tightened up his gameplay so much in between rounds. Nice dash up right there. Nice punish.
I mentioned earlier, you know, that once he gets the critical art, none of those things become safe, and that's just going to be a lot of damage. And then, this is what BushinStyle was talking about, baiting out 1 DP, and then the damage, the life just melts. Oh, you're not even going to B-reversal me. Light SPD, so no mix-up off of that, but then
just standing medium kick. Jesus. All right, here we go.
Jeez. There's the Zangief vortex in there that everybody is so scared about.
Wins.
And you know, that's what's beautiful about that jumping light kick like that, is that the knees come down. Did he just wave at, was he waving at BushinStyle, or was he waving at the camera?
He was waving at the camera, man. He said he used extra Pantene Pro V yesterday just to make sure it was extra shimmery.
There's
for
definitely
those.
a little extra bounce in the hair right over there, you know. I really, you know, if he wins this, I hope the camera goes to him and he like rips the headset off while shaking his head back.
Slow
and forth.
motion?
Yeah, exactly. Do we got any of those like 120 frame per second cameras here that we can capture slow motion of Stupendous there?
Now, I kind of like this offensive pressure right now by BushinStyle, but I feel like this is when he needs to be able to lay off. He's really close to getting stunned, has control of it, and has full life. But we've seen like 1 back throw change the entire momentum of a match.
I mean, it's interesting because even as much as a lot of people, you know, talk about characters like Urian and Balrog and Laura who always have the ability to come back with their V-trigger, if Zangief has 3 bars, he's like never out of any fight.
That's true.
Because EX SPD is such a scary move. It's such a scary tool. Because it just keeps setting up the repeated mix-up, and great block from Stu. And back throw. We were talking about it. Oh, if he had super there, that would have been the same.
Just be careful in that crouch jab, and I like what Stu is doing. Crouch jab, think you're in a backdash, standing fierce. Crouch jab, if it hits, I could take a step forward, maybe confirm that you're close enough, and then go for EX SPD, maybe. Oh, wow.
Oh, it was a hit and a quick rise, yes.
Oh, jab to take it. Now, I feel like this is a good chance for BushinStyle right now because I feel like he's always been winning the second rounds of these matches. So if he can win the first round, I feel like he can set the pace a little quicker.
He's going to have that combo in there. Full combo. Goes for the throw and nice tech from Stupendous. And there's the lariat being used in anti-air. Much better in Season 2 than it was in Season 1. Here we go. Dash up. Nothing. Stu knows that after you dash up after a light SPD, you can't really get anything from it. In fact, some characters can punish it. It's -3, but at a range where most characters can't hit it.
All right, nice. Oh, man, he is one of the few people I see using those kicks like that, man.
Then the meaty eagle spike lands right away.
Yeah, so it's like throwing off the timing. Oh, nice jump in this time. Nice switch up. He should get the stun with this one. Wow, BushinStyle taking that 6th match?
Yep, 2 rounds in a row now.
Like I said, I feel like if BushinStyle can get that first round under his belt, then it's going to be a lot easier for him to control the pace of that second round, which ultimately is going to give him more wins. All right, you see Stupendous thinking a little bit.
Shout outs to these head-to-head cabinets. Really, really cool.
I definitely feel like it makes the players a lot more comfortable being able to play head-to-head. Give you that arcade feel.
Yeah, but you know what? Most people who played Street Fighter 5 don't even know what an arcade is.
Exactly.
Isn't that, oh man, that just hurt me to say that. It hurt me to even have those words come out of my mouth. But you know, these guys are from Wednesday Night Fights. And, you know, when you play on stage at Wednesday Night Fights, those are basically the same cabinets that they're playing on, same style of cabinets.
Now, I like the backing off here by BushinStyle.
Yeah. Don't have to push too hard.
Yeah, I feel like that's what, see, and nice mix-up right there, and then he gets another throw. Nice life lead, almost half life. There you go, get out of there. You don't have to deal with any of it.
Trying to apply pressure with that spinning mixer, but you know, it's negative. It's negative. So Zangief crouching light punch afterwards, you see keeps getting him the reward of the counter hit. I feel like BushinStyle is almost kind of going in a little too aggressively. He has a life lead still, so there's really no reason for him to be as aggressive, I feel like, as he is being.
Oh my God, catch him off the backboard.
Oh no.
The alley-oop to himself.
Oh, he says, you know what? I'm not going to go for the combo. I'm going to go for the reset, try to go and bait something out of BushinStyle. But BushinStyle hasn't done a lot of wake-up. Yeah, see, there you go. That's supposed to be projectile.
Oh, tries the anti-air. Nice throw again. I like the utilization of that trigger. Using it more as a pressure tool to make Stupendous make a lot of mistakes, but it didn't happen. Only 15 seconds left on the clock. Patience was really good, though. I feel like some of these triggers that are being used by BushinStyle can definitely be placed a little better. Nice neutral jump that time around. And we saw what Stupendous is doing. He's checking with that jab to see if it's close enough. He needs to be careful after that, because if he has bar, he's probably going to burn it for that EX SPD. Stupendous, not afraid to walk back for a second. You got to remember, life is on your side because you have the most.
Yeah, sometimes for Zangief, the best strategy when you're in this awkward middle part of the screen, middle screen distance from your opponent, and they're rushing and they're zoning you out properly, sometimes the best option is actually to go away.
Look at how much meter he has. See, now I like this. Critical Art is available for Stupendous as well as BushinStyle. Let's see how it changes. Changes this matchup a little bit. And now we saw what happens if you commit to a spin mixer, especially with Critical Art available for Zangief.
Oh yeah, we're definitely not going to see BushinStyle go for any spinning mixers now, because he knows that one spinning mixer is going to equal death.
Oh, nice anti-air with that light kick.
Oh, he did do it. Oh my God. He was trying to catch Stu off guard, but not only did Stu successfully see it coming, but he also flexed it as well. He was able to get the SPD punish. That's going to be comboed into Critical Art.
It's going to hurt like hell. Oh my God, look how much red bars up there.
Okay,
Nice.
he's going to catch him out of the air. Yeah, get a little extra. Oh, and a Critical Art itself
all right.
for BushinStyle. Nice. And that's going to do a good chunk of damage,
That's a nice
too.
chunk of red life as well.
Yeah, evens out the life, basically. Just a slight deficit now for BushinStyle. Doesn't need to go in too hard. Good tech throw from Stupendous.
And you also have to remember the fact that, like, Zangief has trigger right now, so you really need to be careful. And he's working on that first EX bar.
Interestingly enough, Zangief's kind of like backwards from all the other characters, that the first V trigger's the one that has more trouble comboing, and the second one actually combos easier. That's going to do it right there
Wow, I
for
thought I was like, I
BushinStyle.
wouldn't
Nice.
do EX, but he takes it anyway.
There you go.
3, 4.
Rashid wins.
All right, you see Mr. BushinStyle looking like he's getting his footing right now. Those neutral jumps are definitely becoming a problem because even if you do try to hard read them, if you guess wrong, you do give up pressure, and that's not including if he has meter, so he can definitely
Round
anti-air.
1. Fight.
Oh, nice neutral jump again. Like I said before, nice call-outs there by BushinStyle. There's that crouching jab, and there's that fierce right after it. Ugh, all that hard work, those great footsies going down the drain.
And Stupendous just opting for the light SBD. Was worried that he wasn't going to be able to walk forward far enough to get the medium run. And of course, like I said, it's very important to know which SBD that you're getting hit by because Zangief's options afterwards
They didn't change, yes. All right, nice confirm.
Combo, extra damage.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, avoids the crouching heavy punch.
Nice sweep right there. I thought it was going to whip because he was a little far away.
Hits him with another sweep.
Stupendous needs to be careful right now. He has 2 EX bars, but he also has triggers, so BushinStyle definitely needs to be careful. I don't think he's going to jump.
Oh, he didn't cancel that. He didn't cancel that. That could have been it right there.
BushinStyle, you have the life lead. Just chill. Throw those tornadoes.
Oh my God. Oh,
Just chill. Hey, just chill. Calm down.
gotta watch out for that flex.
Easy, bro.
Stu already
Easy,
missed
bro.
one
That looks
opportunity.
like that's what Zangief is saying. Like, easy, bro. Easy.
Oh my, that was so risky.
Yeah.
He could have lariated right through there. That's kind of Zangief's option select for the crouch fierce into tornado block streak damage.
Oh.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
And
it.
look how
Just
long this
waiting for
round
that.
took.
He was just waiting for that, and that's what makes Zangief so scary, is that you're
Round
never
2.
out of it in those situations.
Fight.
And you see Stupendous, like, yo, I will wait if I have to, but I want you to lose. Nice air to air right there.
They stay to the front. Stu was expecting that to go behind. Wow, he just comes in for the running bear. That's not something that you see Stupendous do a lot. And he even just used the regular one as well. So not sure what he was trying to catch. Maybe it was an execution error. I'm not sure. Ooh, the standing light
Good
punch
jumping.
did not work. That jumping heavy punch from Rashid is so scary.
And it's really good. That and his roundhouse as well. They have really weird hit arcs
Yeah.
where they hit you really low to the ground while his body is still really high. Nice spin mixer again.
We've seen this already. We've seen that Zangief is very rarely out of these kind of rounds. But the question now is he only has 1 bar. And it's Stupendous. Oh, never mind. I was just going to ask if Stupendous would be willing to spend some of that meter to get a win. But I really don't think he was going to. He's going to save that for the next round.
Now, BushinStyle has been doing a really good job of calling out the commitments to stand on the ground, so his neutral jumping is working really well, as well as making some SPDs with even. But now you see Stupendous willing to chase that backdash, and now you see that first EX spinner from BushinStyle.
Finally brought it out. And Stu was not ready for it this time. Here we go. SARS coming out. Oh, wow. He just empty jumped and missed the cross-up, and Stu got the regular throw. Another back throw. Here we go. Oh, got him. So when you see Zangief walk forward a lot of the times, it's just scary because you're expecting him to start hitting buttons. But then all of a sudden he just SPDs you. And that really, right there, is a testament to how fast you can SPD, to being good at
It's
being as fast
intimidating,
as
man.
possible.
You get
Yeah.
this big hulking man walking at you in tie-dye pants. I'm just saying, dude, that's the scariest part. Not that, you know, he's that big. It's just the pants, man. Look at that. That's not even like, that's not even standard camo, dude. That's like camouflage at a circus. Anyway, nice SPD.
No one wants to be seen at a circus. Come on. All right, so that's going to be a confirm, but no cancel on that. Usually you cancel with a forward dash off of that. I remember one time, so the first week that Commander Jesse won Wednesday Night Fights, he played BushinStyle in Grand Finals, and BushinStyle dropped the game-winning combo in the first set, I remember, that allowed Jesse to make it all the way back. So, you know, these kind of situations here do provide players like BushinStyle
Nice jumping again.
with some experience in these kind of formats here and learning to play with a lot of clutch.
Oh, now he gets that jab this time, uses it to get the cross under, gets the SPD still in the corner, there's the trigger. Oh, SPD again.
Because what happens is when he activates that V trigger and hits you with the meaty, he's plus. Now you have to respect him, so you're scared of getting hit by crouching light kick because then he can combo into the V trigger. Like I said, one of the backwards V triggers in the game, unlike Urian, for example, that the first activation is harder to combo off of than the second activation. You're so scared of that, and then all of a sudden, stops the lights and gets you with the SVD.
Wake up down, fierce, beat out whatever he was doing, and it was an EX. I'm pretty sure it might have been an EX running grab.
Again, makes it over that tornado. Stupendous' jumps have been impeccable.
Yeah, you can't do it at that range and expect Zangief not to do anything. This is going to get him into the corner. What's going to happen? Nice wake up, gets the counter hit confirmed. Oh, it didn't work out this time.
Almost had it.
And we see the exact same thing happening. He has trigger available. And this situation is definitely what Stupendous wants to happen. Nice B reversal, gets out of the way.
But he didn't get the proper punish.
Oh,
not dead yet.
Oh, what did you wake up and do?
You did it, and BushinStyle.
You can see him.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Face palming like, man, you blocked it?
Stu, pink slime bag over there. Look at that face. You sneaky son of a gun. You think you're so cute. You think you're so cute. Man, come on, Rashid. Let's get in there. You want me to sing this theme song? I got you covered, man.
Round 1. Fight.
So right now, 6-3. And like I said, Stupendous making some really good reads, and I like some of the adjustments that he's making. And it seems like Stupendous is doing the exact same thing. Small adjustments are changing the outcome each time. You saw that run under in the corner, and each time he had trigger, so it played out in his favor. Oh, nice. Gets the counter hit, confirming the combo. And I feel like Stupendous is doing good at pressing that situation, whereas BushinStyle is using too much meter to make it happen.
Oh, that standing light kick is so deceiving as a good anti-air. It doesn't even look like it hits that high up, but its hitbox is just really good. Oh, beautiful jump timing.
Again.
Watch out for the flex. Tried to whiff punish the flex and couldn't do it.
Oh, gets the jump in. Luckily hit low profile just a bit. There you go. Backdash to get out of there. Ooh,
oh boy, that's meaty,
activation.
Yeah. And he's going to spend the meter.
Setup.
He's going to spend the meter for this. He wants to come back. He thinks he can do this. Wow, blocks the wake-up standing light kick. Tries to get away from the tornado. Doesn't even want to deal with anything but a surprise eagle spike from BushinStyle. Going to give him that first round.
Like I said before, it's typically worked out a little better for BushinStyle, you know, when he didn't just randomly do the HDP. But what do I know? Gotta slow down. The pace that he's playing at has been really good for the most part, but Stupendous is making sure he's not getting comfortable playing at that range. Nice jump in, confirm into lariat.
That's gonna be safe. Goes for the throw, but nice tech.
Buttons again falling down to the ground, and there's that lariat.
Right, yeah. So when you cancel that crouching heavy punch, again, that stays from the front.
Oh my God, he's doing such a good job of crossing him up in the corner. It's like an and one mixtape over here.
I realize why that's so good, because the wall, oh, jeez. The wall cling, as well as the freeze at the startup of the eagle spike, they look the same. So when you see him freeze in the air like that, and you think he's going to cling to the wall and turn, it's actually an eagle spike, he hits you from the front.
I really like this movement, and we talked to him before we played. He said he had like the movement of guy, has a pretty high arcing jump, able to convert into really good damage, especially if you read it. Nice confirm.
Oh. Tornadoes hit twice now, so that was just going to break through the armor. 3 hits maximum, I believe.
Oh, nice start. That's what I said. Check with the jab, go for EX SPD. Has enough meter to do it, and he's still working. Already has that second EX bar, and there's another one.
Stu's reads right now on when BushinStyle is going to be blocking have been on point towards the latter portions of this set. He's definitely been getting a lot more SPD throws after like just a jump attack. Oh, that was so nice. Sick. That was so sick.
Look how much damage he got off of that one mistake.
Oh my
he
God,
stayed
wake
there too
up.
soon. Uh-oh, and he has trigger. Uh-oh. So what?
Yeah, see, when you try to jump away, that's what happens is your legs get clipped, and then all of a sudden you find yourself sucked in like that. And the beautiful part is the activation. After activation, he still has enough V trigger left for the full level 3 spin that he can juggle afterwards.
All right, so they thumbs up.
Round 1.
It's 7-3 here in favor of Stupendous.
Nice neutral jump again. Like I said, doing a great job of finding those hits.
Okay, getting the tornado, but did not confirm into the crouch heavy punch in time. He's going to get roofed for his trouble.
And now you see Stupendous jumping up there with him. And now he's using it as an offensive way to get in, still finding those SPDs. And look at the stun bar.
BushinStyle is definitely going to be safe from that. But oh, watch out for the flex.
Oh,
That's
wow.
going to combo. Is he going to go for the EX SPD or go for the reset? No, he's going to go for the damage.
Ugh.
Just a tiny bit left. What's the mix-up now?
Oh, wow, stood there. Deer in headlights, freezes up.
Yeah, it's one of those things that against Zangief, especially in this game, once you block something, a lot of times you're thinking, okay, he's attacking. I got to start blocking everything else he's going to do. But you really have to be aware of the fact that everything leads to an SPD mix-up, so you should be in escape SPD all the time.
Reversal right there.
Gets out of there and gets the punish. Nice. And then that neutral jump. That neutral jump has definitely been where I feel like BushinStyle has gotten the most play. He's gotten a lot of damage off of that.
And look at this life lead. He has a nice chunk of stun right now. This is the second round of the game right now, so Stupendous is in a better shape, and he has a lot of meter. And we saw what happens when he has trigger.
Yeah, and then you're going to go jumping at Zangief to let him lariat you like that. Now he also has critical art. Oh, man. This is very, very frightening times. One wrong hit could lead into level 1 suction into critical art, and that's the end of it.
Nice.
Good patience, yeah. Didn't hit the buttons that time.
Now, I feel like right now, if he doesn't overextend, he should be fine. Gets to throw one more to do it, but he has full resources. Anything could happen right now in
Just
favor.
to say, activating that V trigger for Stu is very important. Oh.
Run up jab, I like it.
Because activating it from a screen away like that allows him to combo the V trigger off of the lights, and also allows him to absorb basically an infinite amount of armor moves in his flex.
Getting a lot of jump ins, not able to make anything out of it though.
Oh.
He's gonna make some out of this jump in though. Ugh.
It's like I said, he's been getting over those fireballs so well. Those wind balls, I guess that's what
Wind balls. Oh, drops combo. Nice.
double back dash from Stupendous. Just wants to get out of it.
Yeah, like you said, you can't throw tornadoes at that range. Now you see why Stupendous is playing at that 0 range. 1, he can jump over it. 2, he can still react to it and punish you for it.
It only works if it's either close enough or if you do, for example, the light one, which is a true block stream in that situation.
Oh, nice. Finds the crush counter.
Uh-oh.
Can't overcommit. This is what happens. Ugh.
Let's see what they do.
Still has a back throw was
For that
in.
regular throw. That regular throw is so smart. He knows that's going to kill.
Wins.
And the likelihood of BushinStyle trying to tech a throw is very low. Most people don't try to tech throws from Zangief, obviously, because you can't tech an SPD. So that's why a lot of regular throws land so much with Zangief. A lot of people just don't have that opportunity.
Round 1.
Or just don't have the thought to actually try and escape.
Nice, goes for a cross under. Nice block by Stupendous. No anti-air this time by BushinStyle. Same side. There we go. Switches the side. Does that neutral jump fierce. I like to see. There you go. You got to back off sometime. Try to bait something out. No lariat this time.
And I don't feel like I've seen him use that crouching medium punch anti-air a lot, which actually works pretty well.
Yeah, it does. Oh, well.
There you see
look
the
what
problem.
He hurt us, and
There's
that's
the
what happened.
problem. Yeah, okay. Bounce, yep, juggle into the corner. What's the mix-up? Just goes for the throw after the tick. Double tick. He has a trade. That's perfect. You take that trade all day. Oh my God, here we go.
Not going to be good. Needs to be
Activate.
careful.
Meaty, yep, and then he's gonna be able to combo. Oh, he goes for the reset. He goes for the reset to catch it, because you know what? He might have thought that the level 3 V trigger wasn't going to be enough to kill. But see, the EXSPD afterwards might have been able to kill, but goes for the reset instead. Doesn't have to spend any meter.
Oh, God. Nice read. Oh, here we go. He's trying to make a force right now, man. Oh, dude.
Oh no!
All the boosts.
This is what happens here against Zangief.
Oh, a lariat. He tried to go for neutral jump.
What? You are silly, Stupendous. You are a silly, silly man.
Ooh, this time he waited. This time goes for lariat right out of the gate. Needs to be careful. That tick. and the SPD is really giving him a hard time.
Zangief
Score
wins.
currently is 9-3. ShunStyle having a little bit of trouble here. You know, he talked about, you know, how this would be a win no matter what because he's getting kind of experience playing in these first to tens. And that is what's really important here. Because the interesting thing is if you haven't played in a lot of first to tens, you don't realize how different the mentality is for it. You know, when Punk was on here and he played Commander Jesse, remember he was like, I'm glad it's a first to 10 because I lost the first 3 games of Commander Jesse, right?
Yeah.
And then we go to final round and what happens? He loses to F-Champ. And, you know, it's very different when you're playing in 2 out of 3, 3 out of 5s, or first to 10s.
It's kind of telling. But yeah, nice adjustments being made. There we go.
Oh,
Bates
big
out this time,
punish,
gets the
yeah.
crush counter.
Into the fierce SPD. Again.
And he is just, now he has him afraid to jump. And now he's just
Oh,
dash up, crouch
no.
like it, and it's scaring him right now. He's a deer in headlights in a lot of these situations. You gotta start moving a little more.
Yeah, I mean, look, at this point in time right now, this matchup has stopped becoming, and this is the beautiful thing about first to 10. This match is no longer about Zangief versus Rashid. This is all Stupendous versus BushinStyle, and Stupendous is definitely in BushinStyle's head.
Yeah.
That's also a weakness right there of BushinStyle, is that he does have a little bit of an autopilot problem from time to time. And so that crouching heavy punch into Tornado is just something that he still keeps going to, even though Stupendous has proven that he's trying to lariat almost every single time. So you can see he's trying not to throw any fireballs right now, but sometimes it just happens because of he's just used to it, you know?
Nice flexes through, gets the EX SPD. Right now, who's just down? Oh.
Wow, that was so far! Catches the neutral jump. And there's that meaty. Yeah,
blocks
good
it this
blocks,
time. That
good
was
blocks, good blocks. Into the tornado, yes. Misses that dive kick, but doesn't matter. Oh.
This might be it.
Ah, it is it. Oh no. And that is the end of Rashid. Right there. Stupendous ends up taking it 10-3. Congratulations to Stupendous. He rattled off 6 games in a row towards the end. At one point, it was about 4-3 in favor of Stupendous. And BushinStyle had won his 3rd game. And then at that point in time, Stupendous said, okay, we're done here. We're done playing around. This is no longer a kid's game anymore.
And I feel like the thing that really opened him up was the fact BushinStyle was playing really well all the way up until he got triggered. He
Right.
put himself in a lot of bad situations when it came to Stupendous having trigger. And I feel like that's what ultimately caused his downfall. I mean, the set wasn't as bad at first, but as it went on, it was pretty bad.
All right. Well, you know what? Again, in case you guys have just tuned in, this is a special episode today. We have a round robin going on. And so when we come back, we are going to be talking with our 3rd competitor. And that, of course, is going to be Mr. Floe. So stick around for that. Welcome back, everybody, to ESL's King of the Hill. I am here with the popular streamer,
That's all I am now. I'm not a player anymore. Just a streamer.
Floe, of course. How's everything going for you?
Good, good. It's good to be here. You know, it's good to be playing the game at a competitive level again. You know, I forgot what this whole thing is. You know.
I mean, what's the story? Like, how did you get here on King of the Hill? You haven't traveled for a lot of events recently.
Yeah. So basically, the opportunity presented itself. And I'm like, oh, you know, it would be nice to play again. You know, in like tournaments or tournaments.
Right.
But this is a more intimate environment. So
yeah,
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. Well, here's the funny thing, right? So a lot of people actually do know you as Floe the streamer, right? But do a lot of the people who watch a stream know about Floe the fighting game player, the guy who got 9th place at Evo for Super Street Fighter 4, who has gotten in the top 8 for Soul Calibur? You know, do a lot of people know that history about you?
They know because they've watched the losses a lot. They've seen the Shiza videos. They've seen the Dan the Nightmare videos.
Oh, no.
So they don't know how I got there because they've never seen the wins. They've seen the losses plenty of times. Yeah.
But I mean, for those people out there who don't know about the history, like, what would you want to tell them? Like, is there anything like about your fighting game past?
I'm not just a streamer. I used to play fighting games. I still play fighting games. I mean, it's not like I don't stream Street Fighter.
Right.
Just as far as attending tournaments, I haven't really. I'm kind of the Evo guy now. Kind of just show up at Evo and not much else. But yeah, I've played fighting games all my life. Entered my first tournament when I was 8 years old. So it's been a long time. I've been playing longer than you, James, and you're.
I don't even.
You're a young man.
I'm a young man. Thank you, Floe. Thank you, Floe. Thank you,
man. James.
Well, here's the thing, right? So every time you do end up on stream or at an event or something, or every time you come up, especially if I'm sitting here with David, we always talk about how like you are pretty much one of the greatest like casual fighting game players ever. And you know, a lot of people laugh. They're like, "Oh, that's such a backhanded compliment." But no, we mean it in the way that like when we're playing in casual environment, like I don't feel like anybody can beat you.
I mean, I don't know if I'd go that far, but I'm definitely much better when there's not as much pressure, when there's no cameras, when there's no lights, when there's no stream. It's a much different flow.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, I don't know.
This
is
camera.
Why did I come out of my cave?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll see.
But I mean, let me ask you about that. So I mean, is it really just kind of a nerves thing? Because I mean, look, you talked about the losses. There's the whole joke about the flow, you know, the flow choke and everything.
I don't
like
know if
that.
it's a joke anymore. It's more so just truth. You know, it's kind of just a thing.
But is it a self-fulfilling prophecy? Do you think about it a lot?
Yeah,
you do.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
That's like it's kind of like the flow feeds itself,
right?
Because it's almost like I'm playing a match, and if things start to go poorly, I'm like, oh, well, here comes another flow. Everyone's gonna be talking about it.
Right. So in this situation here, this is kind of a different environment. This is not like, so you're out here in a competition, right? There's something at stake here.
Yes.
But there's like not a giant crowd here watching you and everything like that. Do you feel comfortable in this environment?
We'll see once I sit down and actually play. Right now, you know, just sitting there on the couch drinking some water, I'm good. But when I actually press start, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Well, you know, I have hinted that you are a very popular streamer, and you say you do stream Street Fighter V a lot. Do we actually have some footage of you being able to, like, we have some footage, I think,
I heard
of you.
we might.
Yeah, let's take a look at what you do on your stream every once in a while. Let's take a look at this really quick.
Can they hear us right now?
I'm not sure. Well, we can't. I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Get back into range for Fierce, and there's a Fierce.
Nice.
And we won. It's that simple. Now you know how to play Urian. You're now a professional Urian player. Fierce. 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 Just Fierce. When in doubt, chop it out. When in doubt, chop it out.
When in doubt, chop it out.
Yes. That was my intensive Urian tutorial, helping all the aspiring Urian players out there.
Right, trying to help them struggle with this, this low-tier character.
It's
right?
rough. You know, it's rough days out there for Urian players. They need some help. So I tried to help them out, gave them a video.
Right. Well, where can they see your stream?
They can go to twitch.tv/Floe, and yeah,
You
I'm
play
there
also.
pretty much every day.
Yeah, you play a lot of games there. Of course,
It's not all Street Fighter. Be forewarned. There needs to be a warning here. It is not all Street Fighter, and you need to be prepared for what you're about to see because it's not.
they make you play some pretty interesting games.
There's some
there.
dumb stuff.
And I
Dumb
mean,
stuff.
I feel like a lot of it kind of came up from the I want to be the guy streams. I want to be the Bashi streams. You know, I feel like
Part of it.
that's kind of where a lot of the Floe fans came from, right?
Yeah,
But-
like it's very much there's the different subsections. There's the I want to be the guy people.
Mhm.
There's the Street Fighter people. There's the people who just want to see a dumb fat guy yell at the screen. You know? That's all it is.
Well, I mean, it's interesting because watching the I want to be the guy stuff, it was actually kind of funny because, obviously, you were dying a lot and there was just like all sorts of craziness going on there. But one of the things that I know that kind of surprised you, right, was some of the positive messages that you were receiving from
Yeah.
people about that. Like, can you talk about that a little bit?
So that's really what kind of keeps me going nowadays.
Mhm.
Like it has become my job, and it's a great job to have. But getting messages from fans and telling me that oh, your stream helps me out. I have a horrible day. I come home, I watch your stream, and it makes me forget all the bullshit from my day.
Right, yeah.
And hearing that and knowing that I'm actually helping people is really what helps me keep doing it because literally I stream like every single day, sometimes twice a day, and it's a lot of streaming. And there are times where maybe I'm like not really feeling it, but then I think, well, if I'm not having a good day, that's one person. But if I can go out there and help at least two people, it's simple math. Simple math. Gotta go help the two people. So I'll take it.
Nice, nice. Well, hopefully we'll have a chance for you to show your Street Fighter side of things here. Now,
See.
you are a master of like all characters. I mean, that's the thing is like that's why I feel like for certain players you're such a good training partner because you would be able to just pick up a character and learn how to play him. I know you've messed with Jury because I know you love Jury. I saw you messing with Colleen earlier today. Who are you going to be using against BushinStyle and Stupendous today?
I don't know. I was thinking about it, and like everyone's like, oh, play random select, so maybe.
I wonder if there's a rule. Like, do we have a rule?
I don't
for it?
think there's.
Yeah,
I checked the rules say,
Didn't
I
say
don't
anything
know.
about no random select,
Yeah.
so yeah.
I mean, I would still say that Karen is probably my main.
Okay.
So
okay.
probably Karen, but who knows?
Okay, cool. Do you have any? Have you played either of these guys before?
I've played Stupendous a couple times just randomly online
Okay.
when I'm playing
okay.
like random select and stuff. Never played BushinStyle though.
Okay. And do you feel like you have strategies ready for them? Or are you just
No.
like
I'm a streamer.
you're on I want to be the guy mode right now? You're just gonna go in there and
Do my best. Do my best. As far as Stupendous, like I said, I've played him a couple times. I know he's a great player. I don't know as much about BushinStyle. I know he's a Rashid player from Wednesday Night Fights,
Okay.
and we'll see what happens.
Every once in a while, I keep seeing tweets from you on Twitter like, "I'm going to go to an event. I'm traveling to my next event." I haven't
mean,
seen
where
you.
am I
I
right
haven't
now?
seen you like any of the CPT events or anything
I
like
mean,
that.
give it time, I'll go to Combo Breaker most likely.
Okay.
I'll
so-
go to NCR most likely.
Okay.
It's not going to turn out like today where all of East Coast flaked.
They were
That's all I'm
scared. They
saying.
heard Floe was coming.
All
so-
I'm saying is I heard they were trying to get some opportunities, and the opportunities presented themselves, and I see a lot of West Coast here. I see plenty of West Coast with plenty of opportunity for the East Coasters. And I myself, I'm looking around. Are you from East Coast?
I'm not.
Is he from
the-
East Coast?
No,
Is
he's
he from
not-
East Coast?
No, he's not. No.
Am I from East Coast?
No.
That's crazy.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you got two people here from the Midwest, right? So you're.
I mean,
you,
technically,
you originally.
I don't think me and Steve have been from the Midwest for like 10 years now, though. I think we're past that. But I'm just saying that I hear a lot of things on the Twitters about opportunities, and I've seen opportunities present themselves, and I don't see them.
Are we ever gonna get any Capcom Pro talk back from you?
You can have Capcom Floe talk. That's the best I can promise.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see how much you can take advantage of your opportunities. When we come back, it is going to be Floe versus Stupendous. Stick around, guys.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. King of the Hill special round robin edition. We just had to talk with Flo, and I like the way he thinks, man. He brings up very valid points. I'm a fan of his stream anyway. I'm glad that we got that on the table. But he brings up very valid points.
So should we say that this is a West Coast round robin here on
West
King
Coast
of the
round
Hill?
robin, because we're supposed to have some East Coast guys here, but they're not here. Where are you?
I don't see it. I don't know. I mean, to be fair, again, it was a lot of weather situation.
Nah, it's
so,
true. It's
yeah,
true. It's
so
true.
They were supposed to be out here. They were definitely supposed to be out here. But again, I'm excited to see Floe play because again, you know, I talked to him about it and everything like that. But there was at one point in time where I played Floe a lot casually, and it was one of the most like
Educating
and most discouraging. I'm not sure. Like, wait, like, I mean, because Justin used to live with me.
Okay.
Right? So, and then when Flo moved out to SoCal, the two of them were there all the time, and we would just be playing casual. This is right when Marvel came out.
Okay.
And so I played Marvel with them to try to learn how to play Marvel. I never won. Like, I couldn't even come close. Like,
That reminds me. So when Kane Blue River came and stayed here, I actually played this guy like 100 some odd matches in Marvel. You know how many of those matches I won? Like, I'm not even joking. That's no, I legit won one match. But that's the kind of thing you want. You want that kind of education. And none other than, you know, somebody like Flo can definitely give you those kinds of. I mean, we talked about how he says it's not only Street Fighter on the stream, but like Flo is like a super talented player. I don't know if you guys know this or not, because there are some people who are not aware of how godlike Flo, I'm gonna say, used to be.
Right.
So I mean,
look, to be honest with you, like this is just straight up being real here. Right?
Real talk, James Chan.
This is real talk,
real
James
talk,
Chan.
James Chan. Real talk.
There is a position in the fighting game community that I wish kind of would be fulfilled in that, you know, we're getting a lot of players sponsored these days, right? But you remember the situation for like Hungry Box where his friend got sponsored, part of Liquid, and he helps him train and everything like that. Like, I feel like Floe is like one of the best people that you might be able to get into that situation, because it doesn't even matter the game. Like, if you just throw out a Mortal Kombat at him, if you throw out a Street Fighter, if you throw out a Tekken, all of a sudden he'll be able to use every character. He'll be able to help you play.
Like I said, he's a master. He's a master at that.
Like, honestly, like if any group out there is thinking about like getting a position where it's like a training partner that doesn't even have to be a player, but he just plays with the other top players, and gives them practice and everything like that. Like, he's
definitely one of those.
Not one of your top 3 choices for that. And real talk, I mean, honestly, he's such a strong player.
Well,
and now he's gonna lose 0-10.
Hey, right, exactly.
You know? So
he's a great guy to learn from, and it turns out like Stupendous just destroying Floe, vomit everywhere from how sick everybody is, and we're gonna take a break while we deliver this body back to Flo's family. You know?
But yeah, so okay, well, let's go over to the players right now. You're gonna see Stu. He's gonna stay on the first player side, and there is Mr. Floe on the right side.
See how comfortable he is already?
Yeah,
leaning on the machines, man. Get off the machines, man. Stu, now you really got to beat him up now. You really got to teach him a lesson because he's messing up the hardware. I'm joking. Calm down. All right, so we're going to get this first to 10 underway. Like I said, this is a round robin, and after this, we'll have Floe going up against
BushinStyle.
Yeah,
which is going to be pretty exciting. But I'm just really curious to see who Floe really is going to go with, because since this is a first to 10, he can switch to Karen if he wants to later on, but maybe, like, what if he was a jerk and like started with Dhalsim?
I know,
like,
right? What if he hit you at like the biggest curveball of all, and he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna pick Alex." That'd be so funny.
No, but it looks like he is gonna be going with the Karen here on the right. Yep, and he is. Yeah, again, you see on the top of the screen, you see West versus West. Look, we're at a point right now where it's just great matches. You know, I know we had the North versus South California, and then the East Coast, West Coast. Now it's just great player versus great player here for today.
All right, nice jumping right there. Gets that lariat. Nice jumping again. There's that running bear grab, and had a little gray life, so it took off a little added damage. Nice check right there with the jab from Floe.
Come on, Floe, make us look good here.
Oh, God.
Floe,
get tucked in. Ugh.
Do some damage, Floe. Gee. Okay, there we go. Gets a sweep.
All right, gets a sweep. Nice anti-air again. Ooh, another running bear grab with a little extra great life. Oh, Jesus. These reads are amazing by Mr. Stupendous right now.
So as we said earlier on stream, Floe is a beginner.
Yeah, man, he hasn't been doing this for too long.
He's not
He's a pretty old guy,
strong.
man. Those joints, they freeze up, you know.
He's probably going to get bodied by Stupendous.
Ooh.
One of the things about Floe, though, is that he is a long-time player, though. So if there's anyone who's going to be able to adapt, Floe is going to be one of them. You can see him, again, great execution from Floe as well, pulling off some of those crazy combos.
Oh, nice same side mix-up. Dash in, standing like kick,
Oh
jumping.
my
No, you're
God.
not. Ugh.
Just going to do it in the middle of your poke string. So all of a sudden, Stupendous with the life lead.
Exactly. All of a sudden.
But Floe sitting on V-trigger himself there. You see that activation. You knew that he was going to go for that standing heavy kick into that. And that back step off of the Rekkas takes up a lot of that V-trigger. So every time you use it, it's very expensive. You lose a lot of the mix-up potential off of that. Yeah, that was meaty. That was so smart from both of them to know that that was going to hit meaty on the vacuum. And then Floe gets the punish into the V-trigger Rekkas into the critical art. And there it is, Floe. As I said earlier, you know, very strong player is Floe.
It's really good, man. Guy's a legend out here. Stream doesn't only need to beat Street Fighter because he's that good. Anyways, crouch jab.
How many people have we had on King of the Hill so far that are not only a top 8 Evo contender, but also the kid and the Boshi?
Yeah.
I don't think that very many, and I think there's only been one so far, and that indeed is Floe.
Nice. A low forward, and look at that stun bar on Stupendous inside. Walk up, crouching strong. Nice.
Ooh.
Right there. Look at that movement. First game by way of Floe.
Let's go, Floe. There you go. There you go. We're not going to get any sort of floats. Oh, Stupendous is playing the option select. He's like, I am having hardware failure here. Here's Floe now. You know what? He's like, I don't need hardware. I don't care about hardware failure.
Another day at the office, man. He's used to this camera angle, these headphones, just sitting there hanging out.
The old school player there. He can play in any condition. He's from the arcades, man.
This is true. Prehistoric era, man. He's the caveman. He's one of the many cavemen that we have here in the FGC, man.
Wait, I didn't even realize that the staff guys here had a shirt that said referee on it.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually pretty sick. I want one of those referee shirts.
That way we know who to call when there's technical
Yeah,
difficulties.
exactly. Nice.
So I think we're going to go and make sure that the settings are correct for us. So I think it's more of a sound thing than anything for Stupendous.
Man, Stupendous is trying to game this whole system right now.
He's trying to game the system.
Trying to give Floe, you know, a thought in his mind like, oh, I only lost because. You know. What the heck?
No, they're doing sound tests.
Bars.
Yeah, I think that we're just doing sound tests, make sure everything's running smoothly.
Hadouken. We got to do that with the Karen laugh, right? Bring up the Karen all day. All right. Shoutouts to the referee, the ESL referees.
Those ESL refs, man, they're everywhere, man. Those ones standing outside the restroom. I didn't even know what was going on, man. I didn't know if you had the restroom.
See, I'm like really kind of sad about this because we're just wearing these regular shirts here. I want a referee shirt. Oh, can we get like I want like we need like an ESL like polo or an ESL like button up or something.
I hope you guys are listening. I know they're listening.
Yeah,
ESL
they're
polo.
back there. They're listening for sure.
I just want one where my arms hang out a little bit. That's all I ask. Not the smallest one. Not a muscle tee, but like a muscle polo. Those do exist. I've seen them.
Muscle polo.
Yeah, muscle polo. I like how surprised you look when I say muscle polo.
Well, I mean, I own a bunch of those at home.
Yeah, man.
Because, you know, obviously I have to show off the guns every
It's true.
once in a while.
It's true. I mean,
I can't wear baggy shirts to pretend, you know, to pretend I'm fat
believe
all
it
the
or not,
time,
this
right?
is one of my most esteemed gym partners right here, Mr. James
Yes,
Chin.
right.
James Swole Chin is what we call him when he hits the gym. It's
That's
kind of
right.
crazy.
So when you guys call me Jimmy C, it's not because of it's Jim. It's actually GYMMY, right?
And
Because
see,
that's how much I go to the.
I'm glad that you clarified that. I'm glad the confusion is gone. It makes a lot more sense this way.
Exactly. My muscle. What were they called? Muscle polos.
Muscle polos.
Muscle polos. I own a lot of them. So, you know, because I've totally heard of them before this conversation.
But first game, of course, going to Floe. Nice. I really like the footsies that Floe is playing.
Yeah.
Really good at forcing the shimmy, using that walk speed that Karen has available, especially in that situation. You can fish for a lot of hits, mostly looking for roundhouse in certain situations, but I like the usage of just standing fierce coming from Floe. It's really weird to see him play in general, but most importantly, I like how smooth he's playing.
Yeah, yeah. And it's interesting. I mean, talk to me about Karen here a little bit. Everyone keeps talking about the top tier characters. Cammy, Guile, Balrog, Yuri, and Laura are kind of like this kind of like accepted top tier. There's also a Rashid in there, sneaking around in there.
Well, I know I was even asking like Justin about this. Like Justin Wong, who says who plays Karen. He was like, yeah, people complain about all these other characters, but Karen really didn't get touched at all. In fact, he feels like in some ways she might be better. So it's for me, I think in a lot of instances it is more about the perspective of the matchup than anything. I feel like you need to go in and have that experience in the matchup so you know how those changes apply to one another.
Right.
But it doesn't change the fact that you look at characters versus Karen, and it just looks so overwhelming at times, you know. And even with the buffs from the season 2 change-up, season 2 Zangief is still looking hard to use, but you can see where he's actually like incrementally better.
I haven't checked yet or anything like that, but right now, as you guys are watching this, I believe that we should be in the middle of a maintenance right now. I don't know if it started yet,
so.
but do you feel like if theoretically speaking, if there is a balance change in there, do you feel like Karen is someone? Like, do you think she's gonna go untouched because people just haven't been talking about her?
I think so. I think that always happens. I mean, historically, it's always happened. You get those people that complain more so about one character or two characters than the other. I'm one of those people. I complain about Yuri, and I'm not gonna lie, but it's because he's good, and none of you can tell me otherwise. I don't care what you say. But
wait, he's good?
No, he's like
good?
I think he's good.
Good. Yeah, he's
good.
Really good.
He's really good. He's really good. And it's easy to see why, but even with that, I feel like characters do get under the radar because we don't have the experience versus those characters. And it kind of, you lose sight of those things until it's too late in some instances. So I feel like it's good that we have this open dialogue about it, but I feel like we definitely need to go in and go in, do a little more research to make sure nobody's getting past the radar. Yeah, but I think we're all set right now. I think we're going to go back to gameplay, see if we can get this second match started.
Yeah. So let's see if Stupendous' little option select here works out for him, faking headset problems and everything.
Oh, my headset's not working. I can't hear my SPD. I mean, I want to hear her laugh. And
nobody cares, okay? Nobody cares. I'm here to see Street Fighter, not Stupendous whine about not being able to hear the game.
I care. No, I'm kidding. That's a Star Wars all out there. Anyways, here we go. It is going to be Floe versus Stupendous. This is game 2. Floe did get beat up pretty much in the first round by a couple of those running bear grabs and such.
Ooh,
but then 2 and 3, Floe had some pretty strong domination. And like I said, Floe is one of the reasons why he's so good at fighting games. And this is going to be another one of those rounds where I'm going to be talking about how good he is in to get bodies.
Oh, nice. Standard light kick confirmed.
But one of the things that he told me a long time ago was that he felt like he got really good at fighting games because of Soul Calibur 2. One of his favorite games and one of the games that he's been the best at.
Oh, yeah.
And he talked about how that game was really all you had to do was learn how to read your opponent and guess what they were going to do. And his reads are very, very much on point.
Oh, nice. And that's going to be the first round, second game goes to Stupendous. No, you're right. Soul Calibur 2 is one of those classic games, and it's definitely really hard. And you have to read your opponent. And you can tell right now, like Floe definitely still has a little bit at left, but we're playing a different game these days. It's a different time.
Oh no, a little bit of a combo drop there from Floe. Gonna get SPD'd for his mistake.
Oh, nice roundhouse right there. I like that throw OS to get out of there, and still able to punish if Stupendous commits to SPD.
Beyond your guard.
Wow, look at him trying to force a shimmy on Stupendous, and he was like, nah, bro, I'm not dodging.
Oh, great interrupt. And Stu was ready for that. So the 2 punch follow-ups that Karen has.
Oh, wow. Hits him out of the startup of the air EXPD.
I know. I didn't even know that was possible.
Ditto. Uh-oh, still got it. Why was that so far away? Jesus.
Yeah, but the way Karen, just so you guys know, the punch follow-ups, there's the elbow and there's the palm strike. The palm strike is fast enough that if you jab in between, if you actually try to use a 3-frame light punch or a move, you will trade with the palm strike. Or the palm strike will just win straight out. However, if you block that palm strike, you can punish her. it's exactly backwards with the
Yeah.
elbow. If she expects you're not going to hit a button, she can go to the elbow. She is safe on block, but you can hit her in between it. So that's the little mix-up right there that Karen has.
Oh, tries to get that throw with punish with EXSPD. Nice backdash to get out of there. And you see Floe really comfortable at playing this range with Zangief. Normally, you don't want to be, but she has really good button.
Did he really just go for the reset, huh? Oh, gonna get flexed on. What's the reset? Yes, he's going for the reset. Good blocks from Floe.
Oh, wow, that was really dangerous. Look at all that gray light on the side of Zangief right now. Dash up. Why did he not EXSPD?
Too far. Here we go. Into the critical art. Yep. No.
Okay, still gets it. I have seen in times where they can fall out. Still alive right now.
Oh my God! I was just writing down in my notes. Round one,
he's
the
the
Floe.
big guy. Tries to go for that overhead.
Come on, Floe. Don't make me scribble out my notes right now. Oh, careful with the flex. Oh!
Floe's going in too hard right now. He has the life lead.
Oh!
What did I say? I said Floe's going in too hard right now. He has the life lead. Chill out.
I have to cross out my notes now. He made my notes wrong.
These are the neatest notes I've ever seen over here, ladies and gentlemen. Not one scribble or line in sight. Not on mine, but James.
Man, I had to scratch out that round one victory to Floe. Oh, careful of that flex, and nice.
Oh, wow. Jump over. SPD again. He just wanted to get out of that position. There's another roundhouse, and he activates this time too
Well,
far.
that was actually too far. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before either. Okay, so it looks like Floe is trying to go for a little more throws now because Stupendous had been blocking and not falling for the shimmy much. Ooh, watch out.
He needs to be. I can't believe he's playing this kind of footsies versus Floe. Gets that standing roundhouse again. Gets the crush
I
counter.
can't believe Floe is playing this kind of footsies against the Zangief.
Oh, lost because of it.
Ugh.
Why is he so sure of playing that range? That is terrifying.
Look, Floe has faced many terrors, including like Slenderman and all sorts of other crazy things that have been going on his stream. You really think Zangief is going to scare him? You really think that Stupendous is going to scare Floe at this point in time? I don't think so.
So it's 2-1 right now. Hey, I mean, you're right. You're right.
Oh, no punish from Floe.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. He was worried that wasn't going to be anything more. Okay, what? Oh, look at this pressure. Finally went up for the SPD, and that was the one time Floe finally jumped. Gonna do the side switch, knock him down, and again, Stupendous just not falling for that. Walking out of the SPD, walking out of throw range and countering with the EX SPD. He's done that a few times now. Watch out for flex.
Oh, wow. Walks right through that throw. Oh, wow. And it's gonna cost you another round.
Yeah, Floe is definitely being a little over-aggressive, like you said. He's going in a little too hard, and he's getting flexed on all day.
Ultra flexed on. With the circus camouflage pants. All right, here we go.
You know, we need to put more stakes on these matches, right? So, you know, if Floe loses this, he should change his stream name to like Flexed On or something like that.
Flexed on Floe. Yo, that's nice.
Flexed on Floe.
F-O-F. Flexed on Floe.
He's the FOF. He's the FOF. Well, he's winning largely on throws himself this round. And I think that's so smart right now from Floe because, like I said, Stupendous has not been falling for any of the shimmies. So now Floe says, you know what, I'm going to spend this whole round throwing you because I need to condition you to tech. I need to condition you to tech. And that is actually a very smart thing to do with characters like Karen and Cammy, who base a lot of their gameplay on that close range poke mix-up. If you never establish the throw, the opponent's going to block all day. You have to get them worried about it. So there you go.
And now this makes a little more sense. You see, he stepped a few paces back from playing at that range. Now he's able to punish, get out a little more quickly. Backdashes seem a lot cleaner, and sometimes, in some instances, those immediate attentions, like Stupendous is probably gonna. Oh my God!
Oh, we've got a Karen tree here. Just gonna pop right.
That is Half-Life, Jesus.
Yeah, not a lot of health for Karen. She's part of that 900 health club. Oh boy! Oh boy!
Not looking good right now. Jump! Oh wow! And he walked back and looked for it. Right now, 3-1 in favor of Stupendous.
So as I said, you know, Floe is just a streamer. He's not very good at this game. I mean, to be fair, you know, one of the biggest problems with this matchup is that, you know, Karen doesn't have great anti-airs. And so that is going to give Stupendous a little bit more opportunity to get the jump in on him.
Yeah, we only saw him once use that meter just to get the anti-air. But you're not going to have too many instances. There's that first SPD right there from Zangief.
Okay, waking up with buttons there, knows that the jab SPD dash isn't real for Zangief. Again, you see, Stupendous is not teching, and so Floe really has to keep pushing it. And then the one time he finally does walk up and go for the throw.
And you can't keep committing like that. He's just going to hold that V skill.
Oh, nice. He did not want to have to deal with that mix-up there. Okay, so there we go. Round 1 to Floe here in game number 5.
Throw and got punished with SPD.
Yeah, and there you see right there, you know, we talked about how Floe does need to go for more throws, but that's how Stupendous has been punishing it. He's been walking backwards and then EX SPDing the whiff throw.
Or EX running bear grab.
Oh, that was kind of neat. You know, going up there to try to bait him, the SPD, and then by dashing forward after the crush counter.
There you go, you got to throw. Now, why is this done? This is bad.
Oh, boy.
And he has trigger. Speaking of, oh my God. Come on, don't let him do it.
Wake up buttons.
Oh
and
my
then
God, I can't believe
sneaks in the overhead, yeah. So there you go. Floe wins game 2. His second game, I should say. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting right now. That little throw mix-up game, the shimmies haven't been working. The throws work pretty decently, but then it's about the balance of damage, right? When Floe gets the damage off of the throws, he gets this damage and he gets nothing else. If he gets Stupendous, if Stupendous gets him to whiff that throw and he SPDs him in response, he drains a ton of life. But you saw right there, finally Floe got his first shimmy to work on Stupendous.
And look at that, now not afraid to spin that meter to keep the game going in his favor. And we talked about this before. Like, the long game is something that you look at and you say, oh, well, it's probably going to play out the same. But those adjustments that are made by a player definitely change it. On top of that, we're talking about Floe. Floe definitely has the ability to make changes capable of bringing this right back. And the count's not far going. It's only 3-2.
Yeah, that last round that we just saw was really strong. That was a message sent by Floe, and here we go again. Floe getting right in there, going for more of those throws.
That great light build up gets the throw.
And now, do you see him not falling for the V-skill? He got up and threw the V-skill. Not gonna have enough meter. Oh, goes for the reset, tries to get him to whiff a throw. Yeah, but a great anti-air. And now, unfortunately, he's kind of stuck in the corner. But Floe is just not worried. Floe is dialed in right now. Oh, that's standing roundhouse. And that's
it up.
Yeah, that's 4 rounds straight for Floe now. 4 rounds straight to tie it up 3-3.
That little wry smile forming on Stupendous' face right there. Look, it's like, yeah, now I'm alive.
You think you may have figured me out, but I am Stupendous. It's funny because we always call him Stu. Stu's not even his real name.
I know, right?
Oh, he's in. Combo to the lariat. Buttons again from Floe. And you know, before Zangief really didn't have any way to take advantage of wake-up buttons as well as other characters, but crouching medium punch on counter hit now leaks into a lot of other buttons. I'm sorry, crouching light punch on counter hit leaks into crouching medium punch is what I should be saying.
Nice, gets the V-skill.
Oh yeah, gets the shimmy. Now for the throw, so he has the life lead now.
Shimmy him again. Feel the shimmy. You are the shimmy.
Too early because he got hit by the jab. Had he not gotten hit by the light punch and was in a block, that would have been in time. Hit stun always a little bit longer than block stun. He was just expecting Floe to end up blocking that.
Floe is on a game point for 7, for game number 7 here.
Yeah, which would give him the lead. Would give him the first lead since 1-0.
Nice. And you see that check jab into a standing fierce did not work as well in this matchup as it did in the Machine matchup. Karen has really good buttons at that 0 range that she could probably go to instead of getting out of there. It's going to be a lot safer. Nice side change there by Floe.
Okay, this time no buttons from Stu, and he's going to get the jump. Ooh, like I said, that is one of the weaknesses of Karen, is that you have a bunch of anti-airs, but going for them is a kind of a risk. Nice SPD on the whiff jump. He's going to get the meaty.
Nice block, but...
That's so scary, because if he goes jab into trigger and you try to jump away, you get caught and sucked in and you lose. If you don't jump, then he ends up SPDing you and you lose. Such a scary mix-up to have to deal with. He's in. It's the knockdown, but not a back roll from Floe. Yeah, there we go, spending the meter to keep him out. And that's a really smart thing to do.
Yeah, I was definitely about to say I don't blame him at all.
Yeah, Floe really hasn't had as many opportunities to land critical arts against him. So you know what? Spend all your meter on that anti-air. Once again, Stupendous getting in with that jump and getting that little 4-hit combo. Not a lot of damage, but it's good enough, and he pushes him back a little bit.
I think it's crazy that Floe uses these normals, and sometimes he doesn't even cancel on the trigger while he has it.
Right.
He uses it to keep the pressure, maybe just score a couple hits.
There we go. Oh, beautiful cancel to the command dash. Gets out. Oh, wow, just waiting forever. Finally gets the throw. See, now what Floe's going to be looking out for is if he tries to bait him into a throw, the SP.
Oh, wow.
On counter hit, too, so that's going to combo.
4-3. That's not bad. Not bad.
Zonyev wins.
I want to see what changes he's going to make here. I mean, like I said, these guys are actually going back and forth right now, so.
Yeah, it was 1 game for Floe, 3 games in a row for Stu, then 2 games in a row for Fight, and then 1 game for Stupendous.
Wow, dash up, no button.
I think that was just kind of an execution.
Ooh,
Again, spending that meter to keep him out. As I said, really smart thing to do, but he has no meter now. And oh my God, he just took a giant chunk of life. So much damage. And now look at Stu, he's just going crazy with these jumps. Trying to just close his distance, slowly push Floe into the corner, but Floe, nice hit. Gets the throw. Like I said, this is something that's been working out well for him, is these throws. And it's something that you have to establish. Okay, is this gonna kill?
ooh, nice tech. I cannot.
Ooh.
Jab. Probably thought he was going to walk forward there. So that was a nice anticipatory jab.
Yeah, crouching light punch. If Zangief didn't have that move, he'd be done. That move is so good, and it's like one of his primary footsie buttons. It's so hard to deal with. Oh! Then the V-skill absorption of the stand heavy kick.
Jumping around.
Again, the anti-airs from Karen are a little bit dodgy. Do not have the greatest hit boxes for anti-air. You have to kind of mix between them to make sure that you have the right anti-airs, but a lot of times they can miss.
Oh, nice roundhouse. Different side, I like it. Stu, content just sitting there.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, what does he have to... Oh, never mind, he just got hit. Oh, are you kidding me? But he's not going to combo into critical art. He'd rather go for this reset. Ooh, did he try to do like whiff crouch light kick into critical art?
Oh, too close. You're too close,
get
Mom.
The critical art anyway. Ugh. Ugh. It's 5-3 now. So Stupendous building that lead back up with 2 games in a row. And take a look at this here. It's interesting. Like, oh no, and actually that's not this. Well, a lot of these have gone 2 rounds only. A lot of them are going 2 rounds.
Round 1. Fight.
Nice jab for the anti-air right there. And you see him go right to those jabs in that range. That's what I was talking about. Karen definitely does have buttons that work at that range versus Zangief as opposed to a few other characters. Ooh. Oh, nice SPD again.
Jab SPD though, no mix-up afterwards. Only dash up and flex that you can do. To stop any wake-up buttons in any case. If you don't think they're going to hit a button, you can just dash up and SPD them again.
We've seen it work multiple times. Oh.
not gonna work. Floe wants to figure some way to beat that. You can tell, and he's kind of experimenting with it.
Oh, nice.
So we'll see if it worked.
Right,
There
again.
you go.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, Floe wants to figure out a way to beat that flex. He wants to figure out a way to punish it. He's tired of the fact that he's not punishing it. And that's a very Floe mentality kind of thing. He just doesn't want to let Stupendous get away with that all day. He wants a way to discourage it. And he hasn't been able to figure it out without walking right up into his face and going for a throw like that against the flex, you know, which is not necessarily
Not
the
that
best.
bad, but you can react. I mean, I feel like it's best to just hold back and look for him to try to flex and then throw him, you know?
Right. You have the meter. Oh, watch out for that arm. Yep.
Oh, wow. Nice whiff punish on the flex. Oh, nice medium kick. Sweet.
Down
Oh.
and then the throw. There it is.
4-5 in favor of Mr. Stupendous.
Good set. This is a really good set. I like watching this because of the adaptation that we're seeing between these two guys. Because they keep changing pretty much what their goals are. They keep adding to it. Like I said, main thing right now that I see from Floe is that he's really trying to figure out a way to punish that flex.
Yeah, really
That's
nice adjustments.
But now Stupendous just going to the crouch light punch of death repeatedly. So Floe forced to use the standing medium kick a lot more, which means he might be susceptible to flex into SPD again, etc., etc. And that's what makes this game so beautiful. The mind games, the wheel of options.
Look at the life lead that Floe has. Look at that stun bar as well. Nice pressure. And it seemed like it's working out so well for Stupendous, but Floe is slowly but surely moving up. Nice. He's the lariat.
Yeah. Ooh, did you see them stare each other down?
Like he knew he wouldn't be SP. I wasn't so sure, but he was.
I'm terrified when Zangief gets next. Oh my god. Oh, he tried to go for the reset. It's not going to happen. Too far for the Tenko. The just frame Tenko actually ended up missing because he hit from so far away with that crouching medium kick. Light punch. Oh, such a nightmare to deal with. When you have no help like that, Zangief with that light punch is the scariest thing.
Man, and you have to get into that range if you want to try to get something started in a lot of instances. So.
Yeah, especially for characters like Karen and Cammy who kind of count on being able to be next to you to blow you up.
Oh, nice. There. I always switch a side. I want to see him stay on one of those sides.
Okay, spending that meter again in that block swing sequence. He's sitting on 2 more bars. This is actually really good for Floe right now for some anti-airs, though. He spends one of them right there to get some extra damage.
Oh, look at him walking back and forth.
Oh, I was just about to say, gotta be worried. Oh, wow, that was actually far
wow,
enough that that Fierce didn't combo into the V-trigger. That's really unfortunate.
Oh, nice lariat again.
Oh my god, that's gonna combo. It's not gonna
Gotta
kill,
kill.
though.
That
So,
damage, though.
yeah. But Stu did spend all that meter. He went for it. He went for it.
Activation. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, he knew he was going to take that bait. That was good.
Yeah, at the last second, he said, you know what, no, I'm going to go for the shimmy again.
You
What
know
you
you
expect?
want this. You know
Yeah,
you want it.
because the reason why the shimmy worked that time is because the throw could have killed, or at least put him in that range to be killed. So there was that much more reason for Stu to be worried about the throw. You know, had that throw not been able to kill, he probably would have just taken the throw in the middle of the screen and been pushed to a range where he'd be safe and be able to try to come in with something else. So again, these tricks a lot of the times, you know, these quote reads and quote guesses are not being done in a vacuum, you know. Oh, Floe went for the fancy combos and he missed, but he's gonna get the throw. Not quite stunned.
Overhead again, and there's that activation after that V skill.
Ugh. And now
And
no
look at
more.
that life. Just go down the drain. Nice throw right there.
And again, Zangief roundhouse will do that point blank. Zangief will do that point blank roundhouse on you as part of the mix-up situation. Oh my God! Oh, that was beautiful. He did the wait. He did the no shimmy shimmy where he stood there. So Floe tried to throw. He jabbed him out of the throw, and then Flo's like, "Oh my God, he didn't do anything," and he jabbed me. And then you're not even thinking about the SVD anymore. And then Stupendous says, "Oh yeah, you forgot about this, huh? Didn't you?" And boom, good stuff to Stupendous.
Round 1.
So 4-6 right now. Floe 2 games behind, but definitely not out of the running yet. Yo, jumps into the SPD. Nice throw again after they crouching forward.
Ooh, just caught him out of the command dash. Yep.
Oh, another SPD, man.
We're just seeing spinning pile driver after spinning pile driver.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, see right there, that headbutt hit her out of the air.
And man, he's been doing so well, just making people react to flicks. And now Floe goes up and throw. I like it.
Which is, like I said, it's super dangerous in and of itself, you know, because if he lets go of the flex early and you get hit by it, you can lose a ton of life.
Oh, nice crouch jab again.
Yeah, seriously, at this point, I feel like, oh, okay, nice stuff.
All right.
He has a life lead now. Oh, that was a
One more is gonna
beautiful.
do it.
He's just
Oh, jump back. That was dangerous. If you read that, oh,
spins a level 2, so Zangief only has a level 2 available to him.
Floe has the life lead. Does not need to go in. Can make him come in, but you don't want to be in the corner. He still has critical art and triggers active. About 25 seconds left on the clock.
Oh my God, that connected? Like the one time Stu said, you know what, now is the time to jab into V-trigger, and it worked.
Stu is a very, Stupendous is a very patient player. Nice. Combos in the lariat.
Yep.
Nice anti-air. I like the fact that he's spinning meter to get that. Gets the throw right after it.
A lot of players definitely start feeling too comfortable once their critical art gets full, and they're like, I must land my critical art.
And I know guys that don't V-reversal because they the same thing. They say, oh, I need this V-reversal to come back. But you have to be able to round out those abilities and just play it safe.
Oh, did you see Stupendous just stand there? He's like, you're not hitting me from this range. That's meaty, and that's going to be able to combo. Oh, he didn't go into critical art. He's going to go for the reset instead. He got it.
Oh,
he
man.
got it. He got it. Floe needs to watch some more Wednesday night fights because Stu does that all the time.
Double reset.
Yeah, the knee into the knee. I think I heard an audible come from Floe. Like, interesting. But that makes 7 games now for Stupendous.
All right, you see him thinking hard right now. All right, they thumbs up.
Round 1.
All right, let's see. Like I said, still not out of it yet. 7-4 right now. Of course, Floe still has to fight Mr.
Yeah.
BushinStyle sitting over there.
All right, gets in there. There you go. The flex into the SPD. Like I said, the flex I feel like has been causing Floe a lot of problems. He's been trying to solve that problem for a little bit now.
And it was a big help in the first rounds because he's playing at that range when he's only using flick.
See, he keeps trying to do that, and that's not going to work. But you can see that even Stu has kind of recognized that Floe is having problems dealing with the flex. So that's why he's been kind of going flex crazy right now.
Trying to use it till they tell you not to. Well, they show you not to. Oh, nice jump in roundhouse. Gets that lariat, that 3-piece.
I mean, honestly speaking to you, like, if he's just doing nothing but flex over and over again, you would think Floe would be able to figure something out. It couldn't be that complex of a solution. Nice. Gets the 2. Whoa, he spent 3 bars. He just went crazy with it. He was like, let's just go.
Nice anti-air, and now you see him playing a lot better zoning game. Didn't spin that critical art he had available, though. Another anti-go.
Oh, no.
He's playing really brave to play a footsie game with Stupendous, especially when he has full stock critical right there. Jump. Oh, man.
Yeah. I think Stu has figured something out here. Is that has been causing Floe so many problems. Floe can't figure out a way to get 3 hits in a row out fast enough to be able to beat that flex. See, look at this.
And he's not letting him get close enough to throw because of those jabs. Nice whiff punishment right there with that crouching forward. Oh, gets the roundhouse, but no meter.
Finally gets the whiff punish on that.
And walks into that crouching jab. We're going to go 8-4 right now. And now Floe is thinking. He's in a special place. He's thinking right now. Gotta go to your safe zone.
Yeah, honestly, the flex, like I said, has just been causing him so much trouble. And you see that little grin there, a little bit of a smile from Stupendous. It's like, yeah, I found something Floe's not sure how to handle. And
Nice, gets the first counter sweep.
and this is gonna happen to you. You know, this happens to everybody. That if you play this game, you're gonna run into something that you're like, wait, how do I beat this thing? Someone else might have a great solution online or something like that. And you can see at this point in time, Floe is kind of willing to take some damage because he's just experimenting to see what he can do to beat it.
Nice, gets the neutral jump this time with the flex when he tries to go through with it. You have to be able to bait out those kinds of things. When he goes to flex, he still has to recover, so you can bait it out. But if you're really close and he ends up getting that flex, nice, there you go,
Yeah,
cross him up. He has to commit to the other side. On top of that, like, he has to let go if he wants to have a chance to even do anything. Nice roundhouse. You see that little thought, that little strategy, that little thinking, put Floe back in the game, gives him the first round. Nice throw to keep pressure. He has full critical art as well. Nice, uses a little meter to get close. Yo, get tucked in.
Tries to go back in there. It looked like he was hoping Floe was going to jump away. He was going to try to air EX medium. But there it is again, the flex. It's just repeated flexing right now. We're having a gun show here.
Ugh.
We should just allow the beach stage, put Zangief on the beach stage so he can just muscle beach flex all day.
Oof.
And then he lariats at him after he baits him out again with that. He's going to do it again. And then oh, jeez.
So we're at 9-4 right now. And like I said,
Not quite yet, not quite yet.
oh, that was the first round. Sorry, well, that was the first round for Stupendous.
Not quite, almost there, but it's starting to feel like it's an inevitable conclusion because Stu has figured something out that this flexing has just been causing Floe trouble, and dashing up throw is just not going to be a long-term solution to beat that.
I was actually just thinking, well, maybe if he does V skill, it has a delay on and then he like does it. I'm like, no, still gets him. Oh, back though, you don't want to be here full trigger.
That's a combo, yep.
Nice.
Gets the cross-up, okay.
What a draw by Floe. He takes it to 5 now.
Yeah, even with the slight improvements to the lariat, it's still not a great cross-up anti-air like it was in the past where it just hit everything in the sky. All right, so Floe finally gets his 5th game here.
Round 1.
Definitely not out of it yet. 8-5. 3 games behind.
We've seen crazier things happen, for sure. But really, oh, and then all of a sudden Stu just goes back to his game 1 running bear grab shenanigans. But yeah, he's getting Floe to jump a lot more. Floe is trying to jump in to see if he can punish the flex a little bit. So now Stu is just trying to bait him into jumping. Oh, again, counter hit on the knees. Otherwise, that should have connected. But this time he's going to get it.
Nice. SPD again. Dash up. I like the weight right there. You have to be careful. That's still scary to try to ground reset him when he has meter like that. He can just go right for AX.
As you can see right now, Floe is really trying to work on getting that anti-flex with the dash throw. And you know, he doesn't even have to land it all that much. If he can land it 1 or 2 times and just see if he can get Stu to be discouraged from using it, that's all he needs. That's all he needs to do. So let's see if he can keep this up. If he